And hello fellas, welcome back to the Wooden Spoon server. I'm Reldeth Summoner, and we are here with some ominous noises and our new little tunnel that we built in the last episode. Was it the last episode? I'm not actually sure. I'm pretty sure this is the thing we did in the last episode. It's been about 3 weeks, and the reason for that is Christmas time. Literally all the way through Christmas, like literally from Christmas Day to New Year's Day, I did nothing but play games. And I didn't record anything of anything. Haven't really done anything on here either, so yeah. So that's one reason. The second reason is because of Pokemon. I have got back into my Pokemon again, by which I mean I've continued with two gameplays I was doing, and I've started 2 more. I've sort of given Platinum and the Pokemon Black and Platinum, restarting both of them. So yeah, that's one reason. And also Dragon Age. Yes, Dragon Age is the third reason as well. Yeah. Anyway, what we're doing is, now that we've actually got this thing, I want to get the poppies sorted out of this thing. Because, oh my god, the amount of poppies I've got is ridiculous. And I need to get rid of them. And so we are sorting out this area here to sort this lot out. Now, as you can see, we have our little thing there, and if I remember correctly, this will probably have some sort of thing in mind. So I've got my little sword ready. Yeah, that's where the mine is. It sort of flows up across here. I'm pretty sure I broke into it halfway through there as well. So yeah, it's behind us. I'm going to break into that. And so we've got to dodge this. We need to make a nice big hole here for where the storage can go. So let me get started on that. Hey fellas, we found another one. Come on, kitty. Oh. Meow. Kitty. Come on, kitty. Come on, kitty. Come on, kitty. Come get the fish. Come get the fishy. Come get the little fishy. Come get the fishy. Oh. No, come get fishy. Come get fishy. Come on, kitty, come get fishy. Okay, Mickey. Yay! I got myself a kitty. I get myself a kitty. After I killed my other one. Come on, kitty. Right, I'm not taking you up that bloody elevator once again. Come on, kitty. Yay. Right, let's go and figure out a name for this guy. Is it a guy or is it a gal? We'll find out. And so, fellas, we have our little name. I'm going to call him Saber. And it's not a he, it's a she. If you don't know where Saber is from, you might need to be a bit more weeb-like me. Yeah, bit of a weeb, so that's where Saber comes from. I've watched said anime pretty recently, so that's where the name comes from. If you know, let me know. But yes, we now have little Saber. Yay! Right, stay there, Saber. Have a nice little nap on my bed. That's fine. Right, back to work though. And so, fellas, we have our little space dugout. We've got the main area here. This is basically just a standard bit you'd be walking in. You won't really get outside of this very much. So I thought I'd plot this out so I knew where I was working elsewise. And we've got a lot more space than I thought we had. We do need most of this space, or a couple of mechanics are going out to about here. And then a lot of it's going out to probably at least this far. And probably even up here, I believe. So yeah, we are going to need this space. So it's not as though I'm wasting it all with just this little thing. But so it's pretty much just that bit's being wasted. But what we're doing, I'm basically going to start with the designing process now, probably because it's probably better to start with that, really. So now we need all these put in here. So for starters, we have one there, and then we miss a bit, and we start going here, like that. And for the sake of making it easier now than it will be later, well, this is something I need to do as well. Let's do that, and I'll put bricks on both of these because it's easier that way. So the way this one works, it's going to be like this. So I'll do all of this one first, because this will be the hardest one once everything's all in. Oh, no. And that's 5 into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that'll be the spare set of chests. So we can place all of these now. There, and just so we don't get things spawning, there's going to be a torch. I'm going to put one there as well. And then we need hoppers into all this. Just like that, and the same with this one down here. So we go there. Nice and simple. And I am pretty much going to just continue with the kind of design you've been expecting from my storage systems since I've done 2 of them. So that's pretty much what we're going to do. It's going to be the standard 5 stack, hoppers in, thing on the top, the sorter on the top here. And yeah, and then we'll have a couple other things, a bit that side and a bit this side, so we can work things out. So I'm going to get stuck in with this and get the main sorter sorted, and then I'll come back with you after that. And so fellas, here we are, just putting in the iron and the filter stuff. There we go, those 4, some iron, and lastly, there we go. That is this filter bit sorted. This is just going to be a secondary thing where like we're going to fill it with poppies and any spare stuff that runs out. That will help immensely, and it's just literally the same system as was behind, but obviously we don't need one here because we're not filtering it, we're just catching spare stuff. If this fills up, we are going to have an extra piece of the thing here that's literally going to be some lava. I'm literally putting some lava in there for it to drop into and then just die straight up. Simply so it's not causing too much of a burden on the server, having it just despawn randomly. So it's all going to go into some lava. There, and lastly, if I could get it, there we go. And we are going to have a light source in that one as well. So yep, that is the main fascia. Oh, well, better do this one. There we go. That's the main fascia. These torches are going to end up going, and we've got a thing below as well we'll sort out. Now then, this is pretty much the main thing, but nothing's being stored here yet. So we need to sort that thing out next. That's the next thing we're going to do. We'll sort this out later once everything's all sorted, because we've got lava basically going in all of these. We'll have lava here, 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 and on there. So this is going to be an unusual one. The way we're sorting that out is with glass box. Let's just do that for now. If I put that there we go. And we're going to have basically the lava literally on top of that. And we are going to have one, basically a lava there with this on top, but we are going to work underneath as well. So I'll wait for that to finish. Now, what is this bonus stuff we're going to be doing? Well, it's pretty much here. Down here, we're going to have a kind of like a dispenser system with this thing here. This thing, so if I take this up, I'm going to move this where, well, in fact, no, I won't move it right yet, because we need to sort out where it's actually going, to be honest. So I'm going to get myself a bit of space, and we're going to get, there it is, I found it. 7. Right, well, I suppose that works relatively well, because we can use it directly there. 7. I need my dispenser. What we'll do, we'll have a hopper here going into a dispenser, just sitting there and it pointing that way. So I can literally just throw in what I need, and it will just dispense it straight into thingy system, the water streams, to send them straight back to the main storage. We need block there. Before we do that, we need a repeater here. It's actually a small little design. Do it like that. Block, dust, split the things, and we have a block on top of that. And I believe that should work. So if let's just say this through something I'm not going to use. That. There we go, look. Nice and simple. It's a much smaller design to what I've been using, so I am going to start using that design. That works. And now I can pop this back together. There we go. Why on earth it's decided to put it into tube and blocks thing. Yeah, that works like that. That is that thing sorted. All I've got to do now is get the thingies sort for it. The hopper line. So that's my next task. And so fellas, we have this thing all sorted out now. It works pretty much as intended. I literally just throw some stuff in here, just like that, and then you can hear them popping out on the other side. And they are going into the stream and out towards the main source, the main storage. And so what we do now is we are sorting out the thing we have this side, because at the moment nothing's going into this storage. It's basically useless. And so it's time we sort this out. Now then, I know that the main storage thing is here. There it is. I knew that was there because I've worked that out pretty much already. Now, we have a little thing here we need to sort out. And so, we're using that block and that block. By sense, I mean using that block. We're kind of not using that block. Basically, we are doing it like this. It's going to be an unusual one. So we'll put that back. Now we're going to have lever on this side. Oh yes, better get that out to be honest. The stuff we need. It's quite a lot of stuff we need. We need that. We've got the redstone. We need lever, light, and repeater. And I believe that's everything. I think so. So we're having light here. I shouldn't need the comparator. So we're having light on here. We're having our lever literally thrown on there. Now I'm going to turn this on for now. Right, so what we are doing is we are actually going quite far underneath, to be honest. We're going quite far down to here at least. So I'm going to dig that out so I can get up and down here quite easily. Well, I say easily, but... And so, we have this thing here. Now, how is this going to work? Well, basically, we have a couple of pistons and a new trench. So, what we're doing is we're actually making another trench this way. Pretty much. That is literally what we're doing. We're making another trench. And that's going all the way to line up with those, which I've completely gone too far for. Here, I believe. Is this the right place? I can't see. Let's find out. It is. No. Right. We are hovering. We're going over this. So, if we go to it at 171, so it's on the block I've already made. So there. That is where. For example, I will get rid of that. This is where the soul sand's going to go. Well, yes. Yeah, that'll do. Yep. So that is the soul sand place. I haven't actually got that with me, but no matter. In fact, I need it all of that stuff with me, to be honest, so we'll better go and grab it. And so, fellas, what you can see is I've actually moved this. I've moved it one further closer to it than further away, simply because the things were getting stuck literally right there, right on the edge of this. It was getting stuck. Well, it was, but it was here. They were getting stuck right here, so they wouldn't quite get to the glass. Well, the glass. They wouldn't quite get to the ice, and so didn't go any further. So it was a case of no, it's not. No, it's I can't remember. I can't think of the moment. Basically, it wasn't quite getting further enough. I think it basically stopped here, and it wasn't going further enough. And so it wasn't really reaching this ice to slide it to the next area, and it was just getting caught on the edge of the block. So now I've moved it forwards one, it's pushing it further, so I can move this further along, and it's much better. And now it goes to the end, which is what we need. And because of that, it now works properly, and now I have a hole there. It's kind of annoying, to be honest, but I'll leave it for now. We're not going to see it, so no matter. And now we need to sort this thing out. So what are we doing here? Well, it's pretty simple what we are actually doing here. We are basically doing that. And we need one here as well. And thus, this is basically how it functions pretty much. We have the blocks. I'm going to use main block. I thought I had some of them in my inventory. Some main normal blocks, we'll put them there and there. These are both sticky ones. So now, what we need to do is we need to set it so it's an unusual one. I can actually put that there now, I believe. Like that. So then. Like this. Yes, this is how we work this on out now. I should have to familiarise myself. So we have repeater here, a redstone going basically all the way there, and one on top of this one here. And then when we flick this on, once we have a couple more of these, two of these, I can put this lot back now. So we put that there. That will force this one down, and this forces them to go that way. So now if we look at the water, no, let's do it here. Like that. Oh, okay then, wasn't quite what I was going for. But as you can see, anyway, we can look over here. See, it's blocking the path there, so nothing can go in there now, so it's forcing it round that corner. If I throw, let's see, one of these out, it gets forced into that tunnel. However, if we then swap it by turning it on, we then force them through that way by putting a torch on this side. And that stops them flowing this way. And that is basically the quick thing on this. That is literally the whole system. So I can literally close everything up now, and that will actually force them to go that way along. Pretty much. So I can either, so now I need, what I need is my sign. Where is it? There it is. Here's my sign. So now put on here to main storage, and basically, if we want it to go to the main storage instead of through here, because the only thing that will be going through this will be basically iron. So only iron and poppies will be going through this, and thus we should fill all of this with normal sets of iron, and only poppies should be in here. Or if for some amazing reason they decide not to really do much, we may get iron on this one, but that's pretty much only iron and poppies, the only thing that comes out of it. If something else comes up, I don't know what on earth going through it. But if for some reason I decide, you know what, I want some in my main storage instead, because like basically the idea was we get all the iron here, I'd take out the iron I need, I'd stand here, start crafting it into blocks, and then just literally just throw it out of my inventory, and then go and grab some more, and it will go down there and out. Whoops. So if we do that, it will flip it, so it all goes straight into the storage, like literally directly straight into the storage and not into this one here. And that's pretty much how it works. It's a pretty simple system, just two versions of not inversions, but two types of OR circuit pretty much. So I can now block that up, and I can block this one as well. And here we go, fellas. We have our light source and our cover, so now I won't fall through it when I walk over it. And now I can get rid of these lights, because it should, as long as I've sorted it out properly, it should be fully lit, and I shouldn't need any lights at all. Got 10 here, 10, 10, 10, 9, 10, 10, 13, 12, yep. That is our thing. Now all I need to do is just finish blocking this up. Okay then, that I did not think of. Okay, yeah, that was something that I completely forgot to think about. Right, I put the lava back in, and then we can pretty much just close this up, preferably properly, but like that. And that is my new little storage area for these things. I was kind of hoping it was in a bit closer to this, but you can't really send it. You probably only go possibly 2 blocks closer. Otherwise, you'll either one crash into this, or two, you'll end up just causing more problems. So it's like, it's fair enough. This will do. So now, any iron we get, we'll start filling up these chests. That's just something I've broken, and same with these ones as well. So now, when things break, once they've actually filled up the place as well, they'll start filling this storage system instead of the one at my other base. And so, I'm going to give it a little bit of about an hour or so, just to give everything like a once over, so that it's all sort of it's the best way to put it, just so I got a bit of a reference to how much I've got of the stuff. So yeah, I'll get back to you once I've had a bit more of a filling up, I should say. And so fellas, we're back. It's been a bit over an hour. It's been about an hour and a half, but this thing has been on and off. For some reason, I think it only works when you're basically standing at it. Like, I was standing like pretty much in this area, and like, I swear to God, it stopped running, but no idea. Well, if we have a look at this, we have, that's not bad for on-off worth of an hour's. Yeah, that's pretty decent considering it's really basically been maybe an hour's actual working, so I'm happy with that. And plus, because it's all going in here, the poppies are in here. So that's worked quite well. Basically all I do now is what I do is I get all them, I get all the stuff I wanted. Let's stand here, do this, and then just shift, control click, and this go just throw them down there like that, and then they get sorted out, and I'll throw them back. And that is my new little system. And the idea of this is so it pretty much just stops most of it from me getting stuck in my system here. You can hear them plonking through now. So if I go to, actually no, Actually, yeah, I'll look at the ores for now. See, I've got quite a chunk of this, I'm not going to lie. I've got quite a bit. That's not too bad, but this would have been like 3 times. It would have been like in here by now if I hadn't been selling most of it. So, yeah, I've made a lot of diamonds from my iron, literally. But if we go to this top, you have to spot them all plonking through, look. So they'll go on to this next floor up here, as they are, then they'll go into the blocks. But if we go this way, this is the bit that's been annoying me, because sometimes I think they over jump it a little bit, and like as you can see, half of it's in here, and even some's in here. Look at all this iron that's in this one. Like, it's stupid the amount of iron that's in this compared to like the fact it's thingy. And I'm so sick of these poppies. I am literally on a case of just literally throwing them. So like that, like that's how many poppies I've got. I literally cannot care to have any more poppies. Keep all them. They suck ass, and I'm sick of them. Oop, I've even forgot. I found some more. Right. Like, this isn't even all of it. This is literally nowhere near even all of it. Right, let me get those iron blocks or iron ingots. There we go. So this would probably help a thingy, but even so, look at this lot. That it's been this is the stuff I had when I was manually emptying it. I've also got iron in iron in here. This is set for some beacons. Yeah. I've also got lead here, some blocks there. But however, look at this lot. This is it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and I've thrown away thousands of poppies. In fact, did I move them or not? No, I must have moved these ones. I must have moved them over there. It is ridiculous the amount of poppies I've got, and I'm sick to death of them. And this thing will finally stop me having so many. Thank God. Right. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to convert these, and I might sell these, to be honest. I think I need to restock. So what we're going to do is, look at these diamonds. Most of these diamonds, I've sold loads of these diamonds. 25 blocks of diamonds selling my iron. Yeah. But now that we've got all that sorted, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you like this episode. Subscribe to see some more. And I'll see you in the next one, fellas. See ya.